Adrian, week. This is week 2 for the self critique for the for the challenges that we did this week, and the challenge that I'm gonna be basically self critiquing, or reviewing. I don't know. I said reviewing. This is not a YouTube video, even though I'm gonna post it on there. Is the first challenge. When it came to this challenge, obviously it was pretty challenging to say the least. You can tell when you first see it that the graph isn't exactly the same as the one in the example. For some reason, whenever I try to line up my coordinates, it didn't exactly go as planned. So I had to like manually try the closest enough to like make it work. Because if you see this, when it plays, I think it's pretty good, honestly. Sure, I know the graph again, it's wrong, but I tried my best to like make it sort of still work. Um, that's like the first big problem I think I ran into. Um, Another problem I think what I remember running into is that if you look at my solve, I know I have like some of the worst solves of all time, to be honest. I tried my best to fix it. I don't know why it came out so bad, like really bad. You can see the error on the screen. Like I tried fixing it, but there's so many. Let me show you the camera and graphs. Let me Command A. Yeah, see, it's like the red is good. The velocity, it's looking good, but when you see the big blue spikes and everything, it's a mess. I tried to delete a few, but I really wasn't sure. Again, it's like because of the way I guess it was done. Oh yeah, and here you can see like when you go to camera and graphs, like it looks pretty good. Like the the pillars for the bridge, they actually line up. Nothing's sliding. Like the pillar on the right, it's sliding off the view because it's not gonna be there anymore. So obviously it's not there. But like, they don't honestly slide. Like even with the problem, I was still like sorta able to like get the outcome that I guess you were looking for. I know it isn't the best. I really did try my hardest to like make it still work. Like I even give it the triangulated geometry. That we're supposed to give it. It's there. It's there. And so is the bridge, even though the bridge isn't as long as in the video. Because when I try to do it, it just I don't know. It was weird. I tried doing it in Maya, but like due to the way I did it, and it came out, I honestly left it how it was just because, I know it doesn't fill the whole tunnel, but at least, like, when it looks like, from far away, it looks filled. I know it's supposed to fill the whole thing, but I attempted at it. That is what I'm trying to say. My geometry is there, 8 in, well, they're 10 in total. The 4 blocks for the bridge pillars that help the bridge stand up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, I miscounted, but yeah, like, and also like there's this like I guess you could say sliding here on where like he's running, and then like it suddenly like tilts, and then like it becomes bigger again. I know these two like were my biggest problems, honestly, when I was working with the first challenge. It was challenging. It was quite hard to certain points. Again, like also lining the perfect coordinates and everything. I tried lining it up, but I just don't know. I thought I did it correctly, but I think I may have miscalculated where to put the exact like trackers when it comes to like the ground. Like sure, again, I was able to, add the triangulated the poly geometry, but it looks, it could be better. That's for sure. Um, let's see what else. So there was the trackers, the coordinates, which I just mentioned, the solving, which I just mentioned right now, which is like one of the worst. Honestly, it was, I don't know why I just couldn't get like 0.5, even though I tried. So I just kind of left it where it was. But I still did sort of get the outcome that you're looking for. Again, it isn't perfect. Obviously, it isn't, but like I at least brought it out that it's like close enough. Even though again, when you're gonna look at the perspective and everything, the perspective lines up more to the wall than with the ground. Um, but like in a way, it's still. I guess I wouldn't excuse it. Obviously, you aren't. Obviously, you're gonna see it. But and I'm self-critiquing myself because I know this is like one part where I could be way better at. But yeah, I think those are like my really like most of my points. The getting the correct coordinates, the getting better at solving when it comes to, I guess, when there's like a lot of trackers like that, since like you need to get just the right amount or put them at the right area so then the solve feels right. Even though I just worked with what I could, and I still think it's like a solid enough outcome. Could be better. I know it definitely could be. But yeah, that's all for the critique for this week too for me. I know already where I'm probably gonna lose points. Like even when you see the Maya file, you'll see that the way it's lined up is kind of weird. Because again, I had to like manually like work around the grid on the ground since mine wasn't perfect. But yeah, everything else came out fine. That's for sure. For the first challenge, I learned a lot through it, especially with the videos and everything. But yeah, I think that's really it. This was the self critique for week 2, from Adrian Laucho, and well, I'll see you in the third critique, for next week's challenges that are gonna interconnect for the other week. But yeah, thank you for staying this long for the rambling. Well, not rambling, for the critique and the rambling I'm doing right now. But yeah, that's really it. I hope you have a good day or good night. Bye. This video is now over.